If you don't have too much knowledge or you're not an expert in Bitcoin or the way cryptocurrency works, that's completely okay because I'm going to be going over everything that you need to know in order to get started today. In this video, we're going to be going over how to invest into Bitcoin for this year as a beginner. What I'm going to do is actually invest $5,000 of my own money onto Bitcoin and show you exactly real time how it works. And towards the very end of the video, I'm going to be going over exactly how you can score free Bitcoin today. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to do anything. You literally just have to watch this video till the end and I'll share with you exactly what you need to do in order to score that free Bitcoin just by watching this video. Now, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Normally, we talk about credit cards and personal finance. I don't think I've done a cryptocurrency video in a very long time, but lately, the Bitcoin market has been absolutely crazy with the release of all these stimulus packages, the dollar getting inflated, and a lot more corporations turning into the side of investments in cryptocurrency. We're seeing the price go absolutely insane, and I'm hearing some real personal success stories in my own life of people I know who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars in cryptocurrency. So I don't want any of you guys to miss out, because if you have this mentality that, oh, it is way too late, I will not be able to get in there as well, that's far from the truth. I think we are still in the much early stages of the development of cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. And one of the most important things that you can do is to invest now. Get started now, okay? So let's start this off by talking about the background of Bitcoin, what it is, and how it all works. To break things down, the easiest way to explain the way cryptocurrency works is this is just a peer-to-peer transaction. So if I wanted to send you money, I would do it through Venmo or Cash App or PayPal. If I'm trying to Venmo you some money, what happens is I have my $10 and I want you to get it. It doesn't go straight from me to you. Although that's what we see on our end, the back end of these transactions often entail a third-party company that handle the exchange. I really want you guys to pay attention to this next clip talking about the dangers of using some of the most popular apps like PayPal and Venmo. And if you didn't know, yes, PayPal does own Venmo.
Paul Leach, a former Venmo user, said he had thousands of dollars taken out of his bank account by way of hackers. According to Leach, the hackers made a few micro-tester transactions, taking out as little as 18 cents at a time. PayPal, who now owns Venmo, settled a lawsuit with the Federal Trade Commission last year over privacy violations for selling buyers' purchasing habits to companies.
What you have to realize now is that big fintech companies will prioritize other people's data and sell that for extraordinary amounts of money. This is not uncommon practice, and it's actually pretty sad. This may be how I personally got my identity stolen. Who knows? A lot of the sensitive information that you would never think getting revealed to other companies happens on a daily basis, and this is one of the things that cryptocurrency is here to help alleviate and to solve. Aside from those things, we're not even going to go into the topic of security and the liability that the banks have in trying to have all of our money and the instability of the fiat currency. All you need to know is that there are a lot of downsides when you are using a primarily peer-to-peer system that relies heavily on different entities outside of our control. With cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, you get something called a wallet address. This is pretty much a long series of numbers and alphabets, and you pretty much just put that in, and that's where you can send the money. You don't ever have to worry about that transaction getting reversed. You don't have to worry about the transaction getting hacked. The way Bitcoin works is secure, and it's pretty awesome. Just in case I didn't do a good job of explaining through my analogy on what Bitcoin is, I'm going to read to you the exact print that they have on bitcoin.org so you can have an official, better understanding of how this all works. They state on their website, bitcoin.org, Bitcoin uses peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authority or banks. Managing transactions and the issuing of Bitcoins is carried out collectively by the network. Bitcoin is open source. Its design is public. Nobody owns or controls Bitcoin, and everyone can take part. Through many of its unique properties, Bitcoin allows exciting uses that could not be covered by any previous payment system. They also show 3 key points. fast peer-to-peer transactions, which is very important now in the year of 2021. We don't like waiting 2 to 3 weeks for that money to come in. We don't like waiting 2 to 3 business days for that wire transfer to come in. The next thing they say is worldwide payment. If I wanted to send my relatives in Korea some money, I would either have to wait or pay a large fee, and I would not be 100% sure if it went through either. The third thing we need to mention is that Bitcoin has low processing fees. So you pay just a small fraction of this processing fee that goes towards the people that are actually mining the data for this transaction to go through. Now, in addition to that, I wanted to show you another resource that you guys could all check out. This is literally on the public website, bitcoin.org, and this is the official white paper of how Bitcoin works. So what you're seeing on your screen right here is the official white paper of what Bitcoin is and how it was intended to work by Satoshi Nakamoto. So the first paragraph of the white paper, we can actually see that this is a summary of how Bitcoin was supposed to work and why it exists. I'm not going to go over this. If you do want to do a deeper dive and you find all of this fascinating, I will have links down below in the description, or you literally go on bitcoin.org and you can search this up as well. But this pretty much goes into the transaction details, how it works, the hashing, the nodes. It also talks about the timestamp server, the proof of work, anything related to the back end of why Bitcoin right now is an actual successful thing. If you don't have a background in computer science, or you're just someone like me and literally as much as you read this, some of it still doesn't make sense, I say that's okay. You don't necessarily need to know exactly how the splitting value or how each hash and nodes work. All you have to really know is what Bitcoin is and how it performs. Now that we have a good idea of what Bitcoin actually is and how it works, we need to talk about the transaction process, and we also need to go over something called the blockchain. Blockchain itself could be a very confusing topic, but the easiest way to explain this is that it's just a database. As you take a look onto your screen, this is normally how a transaction occurs with Bitcoin. First, a new transaction is entered, then the transaction is transmitted to a network of peer-to-peer computers scattered across the world. These are the people who are going to be mining this type of data so that Bitcoin transaction can go through. Next, the network of computers then solves equations to confirm the validity of the transaction. Once confirmed to be legitimate transactions, they are clustered together into blocks. These blocks are then chained together, creating a long history of all transactions that are permanent, and then the transaction is complete. So if you've ever wondered how the term blockchain came about, this is exactly why. Now, one of the most fascinating things about the blockchain is that it is a public ledger as well. So this means you can actually access all of the data and see some pretty interesting information all the way up to the transactions that people are having on a day-to-day basis. Right here, someone bought $22.38 worth of Bitcoin. Someone bought $27.26 worth of Bitcoin. You'll see these monster transactions every now and then. We are some pretty small shrimp in the game, but you got to realize that's how crazy something like this is. People are trading and transferring Bitcoins in the hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day, if not every single hour. So hopefully right there, that gave you a better idea on how Bitcoin itself works and how the blockchain operates. Now, to pretty much glue everything together, what I'm going to do is actually transfer my own money of $5,000 into Bitcoin and show you exactly what the process of that is. Now, if you're still watching this video because you're trying to figure out exactly how to get free Bitcoin, let me share with you now what that is. So there are a ton of different companies out here that have created platforms in order to trade cryptocurrency. Many of these companies are going to want you to start banking with them because odds are if you deposit your first $10, $20 with that specific platform, chances are you're going to be using them for the duration of your cryptocurrency investing time. So many of these companies are going to offer you some type of incentive to sign up. Coinbase will give you $10 if you want to use the link down below in the description. Crypto.com is going to give you $25 for signing up. What I recommend you to do is actually sign up for both. There are times when a platform will go down. This doesn't just happen in the cryptocurrency world, but it also has happened on the stock market with Robinhood. You don't want to be in a situation where there are some crazy things happening in the market. You either want to enter it or take your money out, but you can't because the server or the app itself is down. Make sure you have at least 2 platforms that you can use just in case that happens. And if you guys wanted to apply for it through the App Store without using any special link, you're not going to get that free welcome bonus associated with it. So with Coinbase, Coinbase, you can get free crypto using the link down below in the description. Literally just by signing up, you're going to get free $10. Crypto.com, you're also going to be getting free crypto. Whatever crypto you get paid out in, you can transfer that automatically into Bitcoin, and right there, you have Bitcoin. Pretty awesome. So for this video, I'm going to be using Coinbase in Google Chrome on my computer in order to show you how I put money into crypto and how this all works. All right, so right now I'm in my Coinbase account. We have $3,969 in here, and I'm going to load it up with $5,000, and I'm going to buy Bitcoin with that right now. So at the time of this recording, Bitcoin is currently at $36,070. I am buying at an all-time high price. It may not be the best time to enter the market, but if you're holding this for at least a couple years, it doesn't matter when you go in. Just at least have a position in case this rides up to $100,000. And future Brian, I'm going to place a bet right now. This time next year, Bitcoin, future Brian, $100,000. All right, so here is how this all works in order for you to successfully buy Bitcoin today. You don't have to put 5 G's into the market. You could buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. You could buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, whatever you are most comfortable with. Coinbase is one of the most popular apps to trade on. They are secure. They have funding by investors from Silicon Valley. I've been using them for a very long time as well, and many other high-performing cryptocurrency traders use this platform, but they use the pro version. If you're kind of like a noob and you're getting into this, you don't have to worry about it too much. So let me show you what Coinbase Pro looks like. People who are trading crypto much more diligently will download something like Coinbase Pro. You do have to pay to use this, but with regular Coinbase, it's free to use. If you do sell something, there is that transaction fee that we mentioned earlier in this video. So here we are. You can buy crypto for one-time purchase. You can also do things where you can repeat it through different times of either the day, the week, or the month, or even every month. So if you want a dollar cost average, that's one of the features that you can use in order to continually purchase Bitcoin in order to build your investment portfolio. If I want to sell Bitcoin, I could do it right here. I currently have sold all the ones I had in this account prior to making this video. So it says I have $0 right now, but if I had even like $100 in Bitcoin, I could sell this and deposit it into my cash account. Another thing you can do is convert Bitcoin into another cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin to Ethereum for whatever reason. Maybe you think Ethereum is going to pop off more percentage-wise and you want to make that jump. That is something that you can do as well. If I put 50, it'll convert it automatically. I can preview it and I would have to confirm it. I don't have enough right now, so it's going to give me that message. So let's buy Bitcoin right now, and let's do something else on top of that. Let's send the Bitcoin to another account that I have in order for you guys to see exactly how this works. Okay, so right here, I'm going to press 5,000. I got no bread in my Chime account, so we're going to use my other account here. We're going to preview the buy. It is definitely a pricey point, as you can see. I'm trying to buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. They did take a $73.41 fee. So that means I purchased $4,926 worth of Bitcoin at $36,162. It hurts a little. I'm not going to lie that the price is this high, but anything for my audience to get some value. So we'll just do this. We're going to click buy now. So it's interesting with the way Coinbase works. I did not use Plaid in order to connect my bank account. I did the manual thing where they send you 2 different transactions for pennies that they put into your account. Now, an official holder of Bitcoin of $5,000 for this Coinbase account. We can now see that my portfolio has jumped up from what it was before all the way to $8,874. Although Coinbase itself can be pretty secure, they have a feature where you can activate a new security key, something I've talked about in my identity theft video. Do that for everything that you own that allows you to. So what that means is you got to get a security key. I have an example of one right here. All you have to do is get this physical key and push the button after you decide to put your password in and you try to log in. This is an additional form of security. It's pretty much like 2-factor authentication on your phone, except you physically have to push this button. So if a hacker gets all your information, they know your wallet address and they get into your Bitcoin, If they do not have this, they cannot officially log in. So this is something I highly recommend everyone to get just to make sure that this is safe. If you want to take an extra layer of precaution, this right here is something called cold storage. The Ledger Nano X is one of the most popular ways to secure your crypto. So imagine the security key on steroids. This pretty much allows you to secure your cryptocurrency off a platform. The reason why you want to do that is because there are a lot of hackers that know the value of what Bitcoin is worth, and they also know how anonymous a lot of this transaction is. So if someone hacks you and steals your Bitcoin, you're not going to get help from the FTC. You're not going to get help from your insurance company or any of these banks. Oftentimes, if you lose your Bitcoin and it gets hacked, it's gone for good. It's both the disadvantage and the advantage of using an anonymous peer-to-peer networking system like this. So here we are. I have the Ledger in my hand right here. I'm going to have everything listed down below in the description for you guys to check out. But for this, all I have to do is plug it into my computer and make sure that I put in my passcode, that it's set up. I get my wallet address with this, which will also be provided via a QR code that you can scan to, or you just copy it and paste into your address. So I just plugged in my Ledger. I have an 8-digit code that I need to put in. So on my Ledger right here, I have, let me zoom this in a little. It says Bitcoin right here. I'm going to click both of these buttons, okay? And then it's going to say application is ready. I'm going to click both of that. So I open up my Ledger app here. I'm going to receive some crypto. My Ledger is connected to my computer right now. Here's my Ledger. And here is the address for Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do next is to withdraw $1,000 of that crypto and send it into my cold storage. So I'm going to press 1,000 right here. I'm going to put in the address I got on my Ledger. I'm going to press continue right here. And we're going to send now. So we can see that the payment received can take about 30 minutes. The network fee is taking $3. That is not too bad at all for $1,000 that I'm paying. The people who are mining this, meaning the ones that are getting the reward in order for this exchange to happen. Now, this right here is the scariest moment of cryptocurrency. It's not actually putting your money into Coinbase and buying Bitcoin at an all-time high. It's waiting for this money to show up in your actual cold storage or transfer it to where you intended, because now no one is middlemaning this transaction. And if you put one typo and you somehow accidentally send it to a guy in Russia, that money's gone. You're not going to do anything about it. So it says it takes usually less than 10 minutes. The past transfers I've done have happened almost instantly. So I'm back on my Ledger right now, and we're going to see if this pops in. And there we go. We instantly got our money into our storage, and you can see it went from $23,000 up to $24,000 on here. And from here, I can also navigate my crypto. I can do what I want with it. But the best benefit of it is that it's off the platform, it's off the network, and it's something that is in my control. This Ledger right here is absolutely dope. It's something that I highly recommend anyone who's trying to invest into crypto to set up. And plus, it's just cool. Like, I feel like I was Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 7 or something, man. Like, putting this in and doing the passcodes and writing things down and setting it up, it just felt cool. All right, so that is how you buy Bitcoin. You send it, you receive it, you keep it off the platform, and you do it in a safe manner. This is the full guide on what you need to know in order to invest into Bitcoin as a beginner for this year. Everything I said in this video is going to be evergreen, meaning what happened in 2021 is going to be applicable in 2022, 23, 24, and 25. So no matter what time of year you're watching this video, this is still going to be the principle that you need to know that's not going to change anytime soon. Don't forget, if you do want to pick up $10 worth of free crypto with Coinbase, link for that will be down below. If you want to use crypto.com, which I'll also make a future video on how to use, $25 for free down below in the description. Crypto.com used to be $50. It was awesome when that promotion was around. I know a ton of my subscribers had signed up for that, but I think because crypto is getting even more popular, these companies don't need to incentivize people with that much money. So I can only see these welcome bonus offers going down over time. So make sure you sign up for this as soon as possible to get that free crypto and to start investing today. You don't need to put $1,000 into the market. I don't recommend you to put your entire life savings into cryptocurrency. It's very risky if you do that, but I do believe that you should put a small portion of your net worth into cryptocurrency because it is one of the most valuable investments you can make for this year. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm no financial expert. I am not an advisor of any kind. I'm a random guy on YouTube, so a lot of this is going to be at your own discretion. Now, one last thing, if you guys did find value in this video, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet already. I really appreciate all of you guys for your time, and hopefully you learned a lot. And follow me over on Instagram if you guys have not yet already. And until next time, peace out.